Welcome to this section of Big Data. Let me introduce myself. I am Ms.S.Devi, MSc MPhil, lecturer and head Department of Computer Science, Self-Managing section. Before we see about big data, we can see what is data. The quantities, characters or symbols on which operations are performed on computer, which may be stored and transmitted in the form of electrical signals and recorded on magnetic, optical or mechanical recording media. Big data. Big data is a data that is huge in size and yet growing exponentially with time. It can also be described as a large volume of data, both structured and unstructured, that inundates a business on a day-to-day basis. For an organization, the amount of data is not important, but what the organizations do with the data is important. Types of big data. The three types of big data, that is structured, unstructured and semi-structured. First is an structured type of big data. In this type, data can be stored, accessed and processed in the form of fixed format termed as structured data. Over the period of time, talent in computer science has achieved greater success in developing techniques for working with this kind of data, where the format is well known in advance and also deriving values from it. Nowadays, the science of data grows too large in the range of multiple zettabytes. 1 zettabyte is equal to 221 bytes. Example, the data stored in relational database management system. Next type of big data is unstructured data. Any data with unknown form or structure is classified as unstructured data. A typical example of this data is heterogeneous data source containing a combination of simple text files, images, video, etc. Nowadays, all organizations have huge amount of data, but they unfortunately do not know how to derive the value from it because the data is in unstructured format. Example, the output returned by the Google search. If we want to search an item in a Google, the lot of outputs will be displayed. From the displayed outputs, we must select an correct output for what we need. Next is an semi-structured data. It contains both form of data, that is structured and unstructured. Most probably, this type of data is in structured form, but it is not actually defined. Example, the data represented in XML file. Next is the characteristics of big data. There are 5 V's for this characteristics of big data. First is the volume. Size of data plays a very crucial role in determining the value out of data. When a data is to be considered as big data, it depends upon the volume of the data. Next V is a variety. In early days, spreadsheets and databases were the only sources of data considered by most of the applications. Data comes in all types of formats from structured numeric data to unstructured text documents, emails, videos, and etc. Velocity. It refers to the speed of generation of data, how fast the data is generated and processed to meet the demands determine the real potential in the data. Next V is the variability. This refers to inconsistency which can be shown by the data at times. Data flows are unpredictable and vary greatly. It's challenging, but businesses need to know when something trending in social media and how to manage it. The last V is veracity, refers to the quality of data. The data comes from various sources. It is difficult to link, match, cleanse, transform data across systems. Businesses need to connect and correlate relationships, hierarchies, and multiple data linkages. Otherwise, the data can quickly spiral out of control. Advantages of big data. Access to social data from search engines and sites like Facebook, Twitter enable organizations to fine-tune their business strategies. Cost optimization, improve the efficiency, boost the sales and retain customer royalty. Focus on local environment. How this big data works. The fundamental thoughts behind big data is that more we think about anything, the more we can acquire experiences and settle on a choice or discover an answer. Big data works on three fundamental activities: integration, management, analysis. Examples of big data. Applications of big data in real life. Discovering consumer shopping habits, personalized marketing, fuel optimization tools for the transportation industry, monitoring health conditions through data from variables, live road mapping for autonomous vehicles, streamlined media streaming, predictive inventory ordering. Big data in education industry. The education industry is flooding with huge amounts of data related to students, faculty, courses, results, and whatnot. Following are some of the fields in the education industry that has been transformed by big data motivated changes. Customized and dynamic learning programs. Customized programs and schemes to benefit individual students can be created using the data collected on the basis of each student's learning history. This improves the overall student results. Reframing the course material. Reframing the course material according to the data that is collected on the basis of what a student learns and to what extent by real-time monitoring of the components of a course is beneficial for the students. Grading systems. New advancements in grading systems have been introduced as a result of a proper analysis of student data. Career prediction. Appropriate analysis and study of every student's records will help understand each student's progress, strength, weaknesses, interest, and more. It will also help in determining which career would be most suitable for the student in the future. The applications of big data have provided a solution to one of the biggest pitfalls in the education system, that is the one-size-fits-all fashion of academic setup by contributing to e-learning solutions. Big data in media and entertainment industry. With people having access to various digital gadgets, the generation of a large amount of data is inevitable, and this is the main cause of the rise in big data in the media and entertainment industry. Other than this, the social media platforms are another way in which a huge amount of data is being generated. Although businesses in the media and entertainment industry have realized the importance of this data and they have been able to benefit from it for their growth. Some of the benefits extracted from big data in the media and entertainment industry are predicting the interest of the audiences, optimized or on-demand scheduling of media streams in digital media distribution platforms, getting insights from customer reviews, effective targeting of the advertisements. Big data in transportation industry. Since the rise of big data, it has been used in various ways to make transportations more efficient and easy. Following are some of the areas where big data contributes to transportation. Route planning. Big data can be used to understand and estimate users' needs on different routes and multiple modes of transportation and then utilize route planning to reduce the wait time. Congestion management and traffic control. Using big data, real-time estimation of congestion and traffic patterns is now possible. For example, people are using Google Maps to locate the least traffic-prone routes. The level of traffic. Using the real-time processing of big data and predictive analysis to identify accident-prone areas can help reduce accidents and increase the safety level of traffic. Example, let us take Uber as an example here. Uber generates and uses huge amount of data regarding drivers, the vehicles, locations, every trip from every vehicle, etc. All this data is analyzed and then used to predict supply, demand, location of drivers and fares that will be set for every trip. Importance of Hadoop in big data. Hadoop is high availability distributed object-oriented platform. Hadoop is an open source Java-based framework used for storing and processing big data. It enables distributed parallel processing of huge amounts of data across inexpensive, industry standard servers that both store and process the data. The main difference between big data and Hadoop is that big data is treated like an asset which can be valuable. Hadoop is treated like a program to bring out the value from the asset. Big data is unsorted and raw, whereas Hadoop is designed to manage and handle complicated and unsophisticated big data. Hadoop is a valuable technology for big data analytics, stores and processes homogeneous data at a faster rate. It is used to efficiently store and process large data sets ranging in size from gigabytes to petabytes of data. The data may be structured, unstructured, and semi-structured. Protects applications and data processing against hardware failures. Organizations can store raw data and process it, filter it for specific analytic uses as and when required. Examples of Hadoop: financial services companies use analytics to assess risk, build investment models, and create trading algorithms. Hadoop has been used to help build and run those applications. Retailers use it to analyze structured and unstructured data to better understand and serve the customers. Thank you.